The New York Knicks find themselves at a crucial juncture in this postseason, and the performance of their bench has quickly risen to the forefront of discussions among fans and analysts alike. How can a team with championship aspirations face such a stark contrast between potential and reality? The spotlight is glaring on guard Miles McBride, whose recent struggles have left many fans questioning if he can rise to the occasion when it matters most. Where are you watching from today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. As the Knicks gear up for what many hoped would be a deep playoff run, the bench play has emerged as a significant concern. While Mitchell Robinson has been a beacon of positivity, McBride's recent form has been anything but encouraging. After showing promise earlier in the season, McBride is now teetering on the edge of being unplayable, and this is impacting a team that desperately needs contributions from all corners as they stare down a formidable opponent in the Atlanta Hawks. The warning signs were there before the playoffs even began. McBride missed a substantial chunk of the season due to core muscle surgery, leaving him with a significant gap in game time as his teammates forged ahead. Although he made a return just in time for the postseason, the rust was evident. With only 19 points scored over his first 5 games back and shooting percentages that would make any fan cringe, it was clear that McBride was struggling to find his rhythm. Even a decent performance against Charlotte in the season finale, where he scored 21 points, was overshadowed by the reality that he didn't play alongside the starters and faced a lackluster opponent. Adding to the concerns, McBride himself admitted to still feeling some lingering pain from his surgery, casting doubt on his readiness for the rigors of the playoffs. The narrative around him shifted from being a reliable sixth man to a player whose contributions were becoming questionable at best. The stakes could not be higher for the Knicks, and having a key bench player unable to step up when the starters rest is a glaring issue. In Game 1 against the Hawks, McBride's performance was dismal, scoring just 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting and racking up 4 fouls in a mere 21 minutes of play. Coach Mike Brown's decision to limit his time on the court was telling. Then, in Game 2, the situation deteriorated even further. McBride went scoreless, missing all 3 of his attempts while committing 2 turnovers in only 13 minutes. It's becoming painfully evident that Brown may have to consider alternatives if McBride continues to falter. With the series now tied at 1-1, the pressure is mounting. The Knicks find themselves in a precarious position. The very player they hoped would serve as a scoring option off the bench has become a liability, and this is not the scenario any fan envisioned when they looked forward to the playoffs. As the Hawks can score in a flash, the Knicks need a reliable source of points from their reserves to maintain leads and keep pace. Brown and his coaching staff have the option to pivot. This was evident when they brought Jose Alvarado into the fray. Unfortunately, Alvarado's performance mirrored McBride's struggles, failing to hit a single shot in 8 minutes of play. The next options off the bench, Tyler Kolek and Mohamed Diawara, haven't exactly set the league on fire either. With such limited scoring depth, the Knicks are trapped in a bind. They need McBride to regain his confidence in production, but they can't afford to let him figure it out on the fly in the heat of playoff battles. Perhaps the gap between Games 2 and 3 will give McBride the time he needs to reset and regroup. But one thing is certain. The Knicks cannot afford to have their top bench player underperform if they aim to navigate the treacherous waters of the postseason. The clock is ticking, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The future of this playoff run may hinge on whether Miles McBride can find his way back to form. Knicks fans, it's time to rally behind your team and show your support. Subscribe and share your thoughts on this critical moment in the Knicks' journey.